Yeah. Today on my movie review, we're gonna talk about being John Malkovich, and this is my first movie review, and the reason why I chose to do this movie is because it's just a great movie, man. And today I found out that Charlie Kaufman, the same guy that did directed Adaptation, which starring Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep and a whole bunch of good line of actors. I was surprised to find out Charlie Kaufman directed this movie. It's such I wouldn't call it a mind fuck, but it's definitely one of those movies like, wow, damn, it was ahead of its time. It came out in '99. It's just had it's one of those movies that it'll give you such good perception. You know what I mean? So many different viewpoints from a broad spectrum. So, but essentially, the movie starts out as John Cusack, his character, which is a guy named Edward Schwartz. That's the name of his character. Starts out him puppeteering, and he's a puppeteer that doesn't make a good living right now. One of those street performers. It looks like he's based out of New York, so he's probably on the streets doing his thing all the time. Doing this little puppet, his little puppet master videos or whatnot, or not videos, but performances. So he does that, goes home. His wife, who looks like she one of those humanitarian PETA type of women that loves taking care of animals and just, really in touch with the earth and all that stuff. Uh, and she just kind of hints towards him when he comes in the house. How your day going? Good, blah, blah, blah. Basically tells him, you need to probably try to get a job. This puppeteer thing ain't working out right now. So he's like, just kind of shrugs it off. But then, the next scene, you see him looking in the newspaper. That's how we used to have to find jobs back in the day. Was getting in newspapers and finding jobs and looking at the classifieds. So he in the classifieds and sees this one job as a filer, like filing. Not like, today you got the computer where you could just send a file, email a file something electronically. Back in the day, you had to do it with the file. You had, excuse me, but you had to do paper filing, and everything had to be in alphabetical order, so it'd be easy to find your information or resource your information or whatever. So he goes, he fills out the app or whatever, goes to the interview. Interview goes, I think, seemingly well. Seemingly. So he gets the job, boom, and becomes the filing guy. Boom, 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 boom. Meets the new girl in the office named Maxine. She's kind of one of those I don't give a damn kind of people, just flies by the own, flies by the seat of her pants, kind of just, one of those, looks like a very self-loathing person, just loves herself and only wants, cares about herself. It's Maxine's character. Um, so he meets her and he's totally smitten by her. First scene, you could tell he's like in love with her. And so he goes home, blah, 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 talks to his wife, yada, yada. Let's fast forward. Get you that, I don't want to bore y'all because it's a really good movie. So basically, one day he's filing real fast, and he's a good filer too, man. Those hands skim the pages quick, pow, 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 pow. He's filing, closes a file cabinet, boom. He has some files sitting on top, boom. File falls in the back of the cabinet, like damn. So he wind up having to move the file cabinet. So he moves the file cabinet, boom. Looks behind there, the file, it's like a piece of sheetrock, real loose in a square shape. Boom, moves that, and his file falls behind there, and it's a little door. First of all, the office building he works in, it's like for midgets. No joke. It's like they call it the 7.5 floor. You just gotta see the movie, man. It's so good. 7.5 floors. So anyway, it's already short as hell anywhere. Anyways, in there. And behind the file and cabinet and the sheetrock, the loose sheetrock he moves, it's a small door. This door has to be like 4 foot tall, right? 4 foot tall door. So he's like, damn, what the fuck is this? He opens the door. It's like a tunnel. And I would describe it as like a mud tunnel, but not muddy, maybe dirt. So he's kind of curious, piqued his interest, looks in there, begins to crawl a little bit. Next thing you know, he touched something wet and he's kind of pushed forward. The door slams behind him, boom, bow. He goes through his tunnel super fast and boom. Next thing you know, he's in somebody's conscience. He's like peering out, like looking like, damn, what am I looking at? And he's looking at, you find out like a couple seconds later, because guy's eating toast. Somebody's eating toast. Next thing you know, he sees the guy, looks in the mirror. Now, he's only seen this guy from third person's perspective. That's what they call it. Third person perspective. So he's looking, he's like, what the fuck? It's a guy. He's like checking himself out of the mirror. And he can't do nothing. He can only see everything the guy sees and hear everything the guy says and all that. So, man, he's watching the guy getting his keys, getting ready to go. Next thing you know, boom, he spit out on the turnpike in New Jersey. He's like, what the fuck? This is the most craziest, extraordinary experience I've ever been through. Boom. Gets back to the office, works in Maxine's office, the new girl, the one that's kind of self-loathing. And he's like, I have been in another man's body. I've been in another man's mind. You got to come and see this. Basically trying to get her to come and see, like, oh my God, look, you got to come and check this out. So, lo and behold, she kind of shrugs him off. Next night, she hits him up like, I've been thinking about what you've been saying about this man's mind. I want to check it out. Boom. So, Maxine never actually goes in Malkovich. She never actually goes in there. She just knows that Craig's been in there. But Craig untold his wife. Boom. So, he told his wife, like, after that, after he went home, he tells her about it. His wife, like, I want to check it out too. Boom. So he let her go. She done jumped in there. Oh my God. She done, had the experience of being a man. I don't want to tell y'all too much more about this movie. You just had to see it. John Malkovich. It's one of those. It's a timeless movie, man. It's so good, man. And the one thing I like about the movie is about a real person, but everything's fictional. But it's about a real person, real actor. And anybody knows that John Malkovich, he's done a ton of movies. I mean, he's done that Bruce Willis Red. He's done so many freaking movies. He's just a good actor, man. So, but anyway, that's my review. I would give it a 10 out of 10. One of those movies you want to watch, you want to blaze up and watch, and you're just going to be chilling after. You're like, man, this is a good movie, a good find. Anyways, my name is Hanson Melvin. This is my first movie review for John Malkovich. Tune in to Hanson Melvin's Living Room. Holla.